Hello everyone, beautiful people, my beautiful people. It's Monica. I'm the beauty advisor for Dr. Pen Australia, and today I'm going to talk about the most common questions all about the cartridges. Yay! Must be so exciting. So let me explain to you guys about the differences between the cartridges, because we got so many and most of you must have wondering, so what's the difference between all of those pins? Why you guys have so many pins? So I'll make it really simple for you guys. So we have a few pins, which is we have the 11 pins, we have 16, we have 36, 42, oh, we have 12 pins as well, and nano pins. And I'll tell you the difference between nano needling and micro needling. So we have covered this topic before on our previous live video about nano needling, how good nano needling is for you. But then today we're going to talk about the cartridges first. So Dominic, she asked about the difference between 11 and 16 pins. Thank you so much for all the questions, guys. So the 11 pins, okay, let me show you. I got my pins here to make it easier. So with the oldest pen, with our classic pens, we do have 12 pins. We don't have 11 and 16 pins. We have 12 pins, 36 pins, and of course nano pins. So the 12 pins is actually really good for the face. So the smaller the pins, like 11, 12 or 16 pins, I would say they're really good for the face area, mostly for targeted area. Let's say if you have acne scars, fine lines, wrinkles, pigmentations, they're really good for collagen induction as well. And the bigger the pin is, like 36 or 42, they're really good for large and sensitive areas. Let's say if it's for stretch marks, for the body, for your inner thighs, underarms, side of your breasts, stomach area as well. Those pins are really good for those concerns. That doesn't mean 36 pins you can't use it for the face. You can use it for the face, obviously you can do that. It's really good for your scalp area as well, if it's for alopecia. So it's really good for the scalp, 36 pins. So the theory behind those pins, so shout out to Pinsmith. If you guys watch her, she's an amazing YouTuber. So I bought this book because I watched the video from Pinsmith, and she recommended everyone to read this book. This is a really good book. By the way, no, it's not sponsored, guys. We bought this book. So in this book, it's saying the theory behind the pins. So, you know, it's like when you lay down on the bed of nails. So one nail, it will puncture your body, but then with 100 or 1,000 of nails, if you lay down on 1,000 of nails, it's more comfortable just because of the weight distribution as well. That's why 36 pins, they're really gentle. They're really good for face if you have pigmentations, if you have fine lines, and of course for general for collagen induction as well. So those are the difference between those pins. And then which areas? So which areas for the face? So let's say if you want to do the scalp area, I would go with 36 pin, of course. And the needle depth as well, you can set it up to, if you do it at home, you can set it up to 1 millimeters. So we do have the needle depth chart on our website. It has a really nice, you know, the face chart with the area as well. Let's say 0.5 on the forehead area. And if you're doing it at home, 0.5, that's deep enough to reach your dermis. So I got so many questions. People ask, oh, I want to do 2.5 for the whole face. Is that okay? So the deeper the needles, that doesn't mean it works better on your for your skin. So 0.5, that's deep enough to reach your dermis, because from your epidermis to your dermis is about 0.5 millimeters anyway, the depth. So it really depends on the area. If it's for sensitive area, like a delicate area, like under your eyes or around the lips area, 0.25, that works really good as well. If it's for midi area, like I have chubby cheeks, like this. So I use one normally around my cheeks area, because 0.5 is not deep enough for me because of my chubby cheeks. So again, it all depends on the area and then the needle that you use as well. And Rosebud has a question, how about neck and décolletage area? So if it's for neck area, for micro needling the neck, you can use any pin size. You can use 16 or you can use 36 as well. Just be very gentle and then try to avoid the throat area here, and just use 0.5 mostly for the needle depth around the neck. And if it's décolletage area, again, I never suggest people to do it at home, to go over the bony area. Let's say your clavicle. Try to avoid the bony area, don't go over it. So just go around it if you can. 0.5, it works really good for décolletage area. Thank you for the question. And about the needle gauge, needle gauge and finer needles. So the good news is all the pins, they actually, they have about 32 gauge except M8 and A6s, so the finer needles. So I have it here. So the 16 pin for M8, it's 34 gauge needle, so it has finer needles. So what finer needles means, does it mean it's not really effective? It doesn't give me effective results. So that's totally wrong. So the finer the needles is actually, it works better, because first, you know, the theory behind microneedling, it creates micro channel on your skin. So it's tricking your brain that, oh my God, your skin is injured. Come on, let's produce collagen and elastin to fix it. So with the finer needles, it actually creates finer micro channels. So with micro channels, you can't even see it. After microneedling, you won't see any like holes all over the face. So it's deep inside your skin, and then it's really, really tiny micro channels. That's why they call it micro channels. But with finer pins like M8 pins or A6s pins, they're finer needles, so they actually create more finer pins. So hopefully that answers your questions, guys, about, you know, the difference between the needles. And then all the cartridges that we have from Dr. Pen Australia, they're all made of surgical steel, stainless steel. No, surgical stainless steel. So they're really safe to use. So when you buy the cartridges, it actually comes in a pack like this. It's sealed. It's unopened. Just tear it up, and when you open it, and another question, guys, you always ask, do I need to sterile, do I need to sanitize the needle before I use it? So again, it's all up to you guys. If you want to disinfectant it, you can, but then again, all the needles, they're sterile, but if you want to make sure it's 100% sterile, you can do it again. You can sterilize it again with alcohol before you use it. And another thing, this is only one-time use. So all the cartridges, they are designed to be one-time use only. Don't use it more than once. But let's say you want to use the same needles from face and the body. If it's the same treatment, you can go from face, you can go down to the body area in one treatment. You don't need to change the cartridge. But if you want to use it the next day, so it's better to get the new one. So that's all about the cartridges. And I have the last question from Chris Penta. So Chris actually asking about the setting for the pen. So the setting for the pen, actually, the faster the pins, the faster you finish the treatment and the more micro channels created on your face. But if you do it at home, if you're a beginner, you can do a little bit slower, like in the middle. Let's say if your pen speed can go up to 6, you can go around 2 or 3 or 3 or 4. And then if your pen is up to 5, you can try 2 or 3. Just because, you know, the slower the needles, you get better motion on the pen, you get a better handle. So your pen don't run around like that, so you get a better handle for the beginners. And when you get used to it, you can get the speed up. So hopefully that's all answers the question. Oh, the last one, Nano. Sorry, I forgot about Nano cartridge. So the difference between Nano and Micro. So Nano cartridge, it looks like this. We do have a live video about it, but I'm gonna explain to you guys really quick. There you go. So nano cartridges, it actually doesn't have visible needles like the micro cartridges. So if you guys accidentally order it and then you come to us and say, hey, I think my needle is bald, it's broken. So it's actually not broken. It's a silicone shape. It's like a pyramid shape made of silicone. So it's really good to penetrate your serum. So you can use your vitamin C serum, you can use your EGF serum or copper peptides. You can do it once a week. There's no downtime. It's a non-invasive treatment, not like her brother microneedling. You can do it once a week, and you can do it in between the microneedling treatment. And how to do it? It's the same. You can do crisscrossing, and you can do the circular motion as well. If you guys have and want me to do demonstration of nano needling, please leave a comment. I'll be happy to do that. And if you want to watch our video for micro needling, it's on the website as well. And thank you so much, and hopefully it answers all your questions, guys. If you guys have any more questions, please leave a comment below, and don't forget to follow us on our social media, Instagram, and we do have a Facebook page support as well. It's called Dr. Pen Australia. It's a closed group, so just send a request. We'll be happy to approve you because you're one of us. And the other thing, we have it on our YouTube as well. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you guys next week. Have a nice day. Bye.